Hey guys, what is going on? It is Phantom here, and today I wanted to go over my game of the year for 2018. Now, there have been a lot of games this year that have really captured me, that have really brought me in as far as the storyline goes, as far as the gameplay goes. There have been a lot of great games that I've released in 2018. Octopath Traveler, Bayonetta 2, Spider-Man, Detroit Become Human, God of War, Red Dead Redemption 2, Pokemon Let's Go Eevee, the recently released Super Smash Bros. There have been a lot of games this year that have seriously been a handful of the most amazing games that I've played in a long time. And if I had to give myself like a list to narrow it down to at least the top three, it would go to Red Dead Redemption 2, Spider-Man, and God of War. Now, this is not a Games of the Year for 2018. This is a Game of the Year. It only goes to one. There can only be one. There can only be one. And that game goes to Spider-Man. Spider-Man is my Game of the Year for 2018. And I'm going to get into why that is. Now, when it comes to games for me, my attention span is most of the time very limited. I'll play a game when it comes out, it'll be great, and then I'll put it down unintentionally, and I'll just go back to playing my older games, and I kind of leave that game to the side until another future point where I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go back to it, and I'll beat it like 6 months down the road. But by then, I have a backlog of games that I have to beat or just play in general. But Spider-Man was one of those games where I got hooked right away, and it was a game that I could not put down. The storyline, the investment I had in the characters, I cared about the actions that I was doing. I cared about the outcomes of everybody. Just the whole storyline in general was just amazing, and it really stuck with me. The way that they did Peter Parker in the game, they had the right balance of the cool guy and the nerd. It was honestly, I can't think of a better way that they could have portrayed Peter Parker. It was honestly amazing. Then you have MJ. She wasn't obnoxious or annoying like she was in the movies. She was Peter Parker's perfect sidekick, and she was great. I love the way that they did her character in the game. Now, the whole storyline of like Mr. Lee being behind everything, being behind the demons, and then eventually the Sinister Six coming together with Electro and Dr. Octopus. It was awesome. Scorpion. Now, Electro is my favorite Spider-Man villain of all time, hands down. And they did him perfect. I was so happy and so excited. When I first saw the costume, I was kind of like, he looks kind of not... Like, I'm a fan of the Electro from like the old cartoons with the green jumpsuit and then like the yellow mask and everything. And I was a little bit concerned of Electro at first. And then I was like, whoa, like oh my god, it was awesome. Now, I do love that Miles Morales was in the game, and I kind of figured it was him. When you get to that section of the game, I don't want to spoil it too much, but I kind of figured that it would be him, and it ended up being him, and just the way his whole storyline played out, intertwining with Peter Parker's, it was awesome. And it was honestly something that you can get invested in right off the bat. Even if you don't know who Miles Morales is prior to going into the game, trust me, getting out of the game, once you finish it, you will care about him. And you will want to know what happens to him and how his life will be after the events of the game. Now, I'm going to leave that, his arc completely, spoiler free. Now I'm going to get into a spoiler that really hit me hard in the game. And that is between the end battle with Dr. Octopus and Spider-Man. So, spoilers ahead. Spoilers ahead. I'm going to play a little sound cue in the background. Spoilers ahead. So, you guys, if you haven't played the game, you know that I'm going to be spoiling something. So, at the very end, when you defeat Dr. Octopus, And they go through the whole dialogue scene with Dr. Octopus when he's laying on the table and coming to the realization that his arms made him insane, whatever. When he's like, "You were like a son to me," or something similar to that. It really made me think of Spider-Man, the movie, the first one, when he was fighting Norman Osborn, and he was like, "I was like a father to you," blah blah blah, before he ended up trying to, shoot the air glider into him to kill him. That part was very emotionally driven, and I don't know if I'm the only one who was captured by that scene, but it really got to me, and I was like, wow, it has been a really long time since a video game has captured my attention like that. And it has been a long time. But to conclude my thoughts on Spider-Man, it was an amazing game. It was honestly one of the best games that I've played in such a long time, easily, without a doubt, my game of the year for this year. And I am very curious to see what yours game of the year is for 2018. Drop a comment down below. Let me know what the game of the year is for you guys. And I would really love for you guys to start a discussion in the comments down below. Let me know what your game of the year was. Maybe it was Spider-Man. Maybe it was God of War. Maybe it was Bayonetta 2. Maybe it was, I don't know, Sea of Thieves. And if it was Sea of Thieves, I don't know what's wrong with you, but hey, if you enjoyed it, you enjoyed it. I'm not here to judge you. But anyways, guys, that would be all for today. Like I said, be sure to drop those comments down below and hit the subscribe button. I would really appreciate it. And I will see you guys on the next video. Phantom out. Peace.